Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Abandoned Wishes. Today I'm going to be explaining my OC's lore for that Untitled Band Game. Yay! I am now going to explain the game to you before I introduce the actual characters. You are a new member of a band that you joined through Craigslist, so forth. You guys, the people before you, did not like their manager, so you and the other people now have to find a new manager because she is a mean person. And you guys do find a new manager. I'm not going to show you who it is because it's spoilers, but you do find a new one. So, there are five members, and I'm going to explain them today. So, excited. Yay! Starting up, first is Koji. I was originally going to talk during this, but I didn't feel like it, and I had a video playing. I'm sorry if it's fully sideways. This was the only way I could film. I am kind of broken and don't own one of those stands for your phones. Ignore the messy desk and my nails. But I made this video to explain about their characters, so why not start that? Wow, Koji is the youngest. He is not the youngest in design. I designed him last July, I think, and it's now April. Koji is 20 years old, which I've already stated makes him the youngest of the group. He is surprisingly one out of the only two people in the entire group without childhood trauma. That cut you saw there was not me, using AI or anything. It was just because I was trying to change the music. In the group, he represents visual kei, J-pop, and Japanese music in pop culture. He's also the bassist of the group. He's also in a romantic relationship with Colt. You'll see him in the next two drawings. But anyways, to his backstory, he has a younger brother and lived in Japan. He is Japanese, if you couldn't tell. What I mean by he had a normal childhood, he basically just had no one there to bully him or something like that. He's just one of those kids that would be in the corner just doing nothing, and he just got around daily life. The only real eventful thing was his younger brother Sota coming around at 15 and him becoming a bassist also at 15. I took a water break here. He didn't get his trauma until he was in the group. I'm going to explain events that happened up to the game, but I am going to give you a trigger warning because these things are serious topics. Eating disorder and suicide mentioned. I'm going to give you a timestamp on the thing saying where you can skip. Skip there if you cannot handle these contents. Before the events of the game, he actually came in the same way you did, through Craigslist, and flew out to America to be with the group. He was one of the last people to get recruited, and he didn't find out that they had manager till later on that is not a good person. She kept telling him, if you keep wanting to do your VK style, you have to lose weight because that's how VK is supposed to be. It's not. He thought that was real, so he gained an eating disorder. Not only causing harm to his body, but his mental state. He kept telling himself if I don't lose this much weight, he would feel like he was going to end up in a very bad place because he felt unwanted by anyone. But he didn't let that get to him as much as he should. And as soon as it started getting a little better, he felt mentally okay. Eventually, he did end up dating Colt. That did knock him out of saying, hey, people won't like me if I don't look a certain way, and he started to get better with his eating disorder that way. Past that, I have nothing else to say for him, so I'm going to speed up the video and show you an end result. And here's Koji. Now we gain a height difference. But now I'm working on Calcifer, or Cal. He also has little to no trauma, so that's a good thing. Calcifer is the second youngest and the youngest in his family. He is 21. He represents K-pop and any Korean pop culture music. He plays the keyboard. But anyways, lore time about Cal. He is like Koji, grew up in Korea. As he has two older sisters, one a fashion designer and the other one is an artist. Art skills run in the family. His older sisters treated him with care and kindness, but did what older sisters do to their younger brothers, and Loki did make up on him because he was the youngest. What does he have to say for it? Pick up that pencil and not mess with your mouth. Anyways, like his sisters putting makeup on him, he also wore dresses a lot as a kid due to his sisters. He does not cross-dress. Koji is the only one that cross-dresses. He is terrified of Koji and Remy putting any makeup towards him. Remy you'll see in like the next two. Down to like how he joined the band and stuff like that. Calcifer, unlike Koji and the player, did not pick up Craigslist. His sisters found an ad saying, hey, we still need this. So his sisters, knowing he plays piano, went up to him and asked him, hey, you should do this. And he did. He went to America to become a professional keyboard player. Unlike Koji, he didn't get much of the way of eating disorder, but he did get mental issues, stuff like that. So that's literally all I have for him. So you know what that means. Time skips. And now Cal. Okay, now his cult. I unmuted my thing and was singing during it, so that's why I'm laughing. Is not the youngest nor the oldest. He is 23 years old. He is the drummer, and he represents country music. Past that, I have nothing else to say about him, but his backstory, which has trigger warnings, which include death and topics of suicide and sexual assault. Like Koji, time skip on the thing if you are not comfortable with this. His mother unfortunately got into a relationship with a man who is not the best person. He was married and had a son already and sexually assaulted his mother, leading to him becoming a thing. His mother was not mentally well to take care of him, so he had to go with his father. His father was negligent, and he found out when he was a little bit older, his mother committed suicide when he was 5. So he never grew up with his native culture. I did forget to mention he's half Native American. His older brother did raise him because his stepmother was high on drugs and his father did not care and proceeded to do the same thing with 2 other women. He grew up with an absent father and no mother, but his older brother was there to support him and his 2 other siblings. His older brother did teach him how to play guitar, the acoustic guitar, and drums. So, when he was a teenager, he joined his brother's band. Stuff happened, his father yelled at him not so friendly words, and he decided, I'm done with this life, I'm running away. He ran away at 17, had like 0 place to go, so he just decided, wherever the wind takes me, I'm going there. The wind did take him to Hal and Remy. He was unsure of them at first, but he did take their agreement and decided to live with them and become their drummer. That's all I have for him, so you know what that means. Fast forward. And with that, 3 down, 2 more to go. Remy's turn. If you haven't seen the TikTok video, he's the one I lied about. He is 24, not 22. Which does mean he is the second oldest. He is British and the electric guitar player. He represents punk and any alternative music. I don't have much in the way of that, but now backstory or lore. There's no trigger warnings unless you're transphobic. Why are you on here? Get on my page if you're transphobic. But anyways, as you can hear, he's trans. He was picked on for being a transgender man in Britain. He was forced to wear the skirts that they had to wear for uniforms. But thankfully, his little sister helped out in the best way she could. His parents didn't care if he was trans. They did care for him, but they just weren't around as often due to work. He did meet an online friend, Hal. Hal always wanted to start a band, but he had nowhere to start, so Remy decided to help. Once Remy was old enough, he moved to the United States to live with Hal. They started it and got all the members, got a manager. Not the best decision they chose. And that's how the band formed. And we're going to speed through the rest of my drawing of him. One more to go. I was about to say last before least, but this one is my last one. But here's how. He is the oldest, being 26. He is American. He is the lead guitarist, and he represents rap, hip-hop, electronic, and etc. In the way of backstory, I don't really have a backstory for him. Plus, you literally heard most of it in Remy's, so you're just gonna get a speed draw of him. I've explained it the best I can, so that's the video. So, bye, hope to see you there.
Flying moonlit nights, strangely empty, because when you call my name through them, there will be no answer.
Rather more romantic, aren't you?
Flying moonlit nights, strangely empty, because when you call my name